Welcome to another edition of Rust Rants, where I come on and go off about, well, whatever's honking me off today. When you're part of a team, the one thing you should always do is have your teammates' backs. But I guess the New York Yankees, they seem to have forgotten that concept, at least when it comes to one of their teammates, specifically Josh Donaldson. And yes, once again here on Rust Rants, we must go on about the saga of Josh Donaldson, Tim Anderson, and the word Jackie. Now, for those who may not be familiar with it, maybe the brand new viewers to Rust Rants, well, here's a quick recap. A few weeks back, the Yankees and White Sox have a dust-up, and Josh Donaldson called Tim Anderson Jackie, and that's a jab at Tim Anderson because back in 2019, he gave an interview where he said that he was today's Jackie Robinson, and Josh Donaldson called him Jackie just to take the mickey out of him. Well, of course, Anderson flipped out. He said the comment was racist. His manager, Tony La Russa, he backed him up, said the comment was racist, and that prompted other players and commentators to just rush to Anderson's defense in order to score woke points. And that includes some of Donaldson's own teammates, including slugger Aaron Judge, who said this, quote, "That's somewhere he should not be going. I just don't think that's the right thing to do here," end quote. Well, instead of hanging his head and whimpering about it and, begging for forgiveness and pledging to do better, well, Josh Donaldson actually called out his teammates for not having his back in this situation. And this is from ESPN.com. Quote, Donaldson said, quote, I think that was tough to hear, for sure. Just for the simple fact that I pride myself on being a good teammate, and everywhere I've went, every organization that I've been a part of, minus Oakland, boy, what happened between him and Oakland when he was there? Geez. Anyway, has offered me extensions, has wanted me to stay back. They've showed that they wanted me a part of their team. Obviously, it didn't work out that way, and that's just the business end of it, end quote. Well, I think that was a rather tame call out for my taste, but still it does show that Donaldson just doesn't appreciate the fact that his teammates didn't come out and defend him. And anyone with half a brain, anyone who's not woke, can see that what Josh Donaldson said to Tim Anderson, that Jackie comment, that was not racist. But because the narrative says it was racist, and because too many people in Major League Baseball are either woke or too scared to voice their actual opinion because they think they're going to get roasted on Twitter. And it's about time people start to realize that Twitter is not real life, and only a small fraction of the population go on Twitter to blast everything they think is non-woke. They just need to tell that part of Twitter just to shut their mouths. But anyway, they just fall into line and nod their heads over this. And the thing is, what do you think all this is going to do to the Yankee locker room? The Yankees didn't have Josh Donaldson's back. Donaldson is upset that his teammates didn't have their back. All this is going to do is completely destroy team chemistry. You think Josh Donaldson is going to play hard for the Yankees now, knowing that they don't have his back? And if another situation arises, you think Donaldson is going to have his teammates' backs? I mean, maybe some people say, well, if something happens, Donaldson should have their backs because that's what a team does. Well, when the team doesn't have your back, why should you have their backs? Maybe that's just my way of looking at it. And again, this is the kind of thing that is going to ruin team chemistry, make it harder for them to succeed. Though honestly, being a Red Sox fan, I absolutely hate the Yankees, and I just don't like seeing them succeed. So anything that can hamper their chances of success, I don't have a problem with. Now, some of you might also be saying, well, maybe Donaldson should ask for a trade and get the heck out of New York. But the thing is, whatever team he goes to, is that team also going to think he's a racist? And I brought this up on a previous Rust Rants where, given the way this whole flap between Josh Donaldson and Tim Anderson has played out, I can see how this can severely impact Donaldson's career, the rest of his career in baseball. And what I said before was Donaldson should consider suing Major League Baseball over that suspension, over perpetuating this myth that the comment he said to Tim Anderson was racist. That might fall into the category of defamation of character. Someone who actually has law experience might know that better than me. But still, it's something for him to consider, and maybe his Yankee teammates should have actually grown some you-know-whats and stood by him instead of going along with the stupid narrative. Well, now a word from our sponsor. Does your toilet have rings that always need cleaning? Do you have hard water spots on your shower doors? Calcium buildup on your faucets? Just imagine what all of that is doing to the inside of your washing machine, dishwasher, refrigerator, your hot water heater. What about the pipes inside of your body? Buy a filter or be a filter. You can have clean, mineral-rich water without the buildup of unwanted toxins in your body and throughout your whole home. Call Vicki Johnston today at H2O Health and Water Solutions at 928-899-7504 or stop in and see her at the Prescott Gateway Mall. Folks, that's going to do it for another episode of Rust Rants. Be sure to follow, like, subscribe, and share through all of KYCA's social media. That's Facebook, Rumble, Instagram, YouTube. Check us out on kyca.info, and also be sure to leave a comment for this video. We love hearing from you. Folks, I'll see you next time.